Some of the do's and don'ts in this technique is don't underestimate his reach. You've got to be, once he comes in, you got to tuck it, underarm right clamp down on his wrist. Go into a straight hug. If you go, a lot of people like to do, and right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a V right here. You want it tight, clamming up together. So when you do move, it doesn't give a lot, okay? Now when you do the groin shot, it's obviously right here, face, you can capture right behind the head, leg, you can spin them, you do whatever you want from here. Arms extended, so you could just still put leverage right here on him. And you could disarm at any time. Now remember, in these takedowns, you could also incorporate it into an empty hand technique. So all it just takes is dropping the hand, him making a fist, and then incorporate the technique. So what Matt's going to do is do a slash, a one slash, right to my temple or to my throat. When it does this, I'm going to do a double pass, check, turn his chin, and take him down here. Now, if you notice, what I'm doing is it actually looks, when I turn the chin, my hand is on his very lower spine, the very last tailbone. And what I'm doing is a 50-50 push. So when it does it, he almost does a matrix on this. And I'll show it from here, here. And all I have to do is get 50-50. And that's a takedown. Now, if you notice, I don't control the knife. But what happens after is, once you go one here, I have a choice. I can leave my knee behind. Boom. You okay? Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Or 1, 2. When I check him, I clear it. 1. Step on the knife and go into this. Let me go ahead and go over the scenario with this takedown. When Matt does a slash, and I go 1, 2, turn him, check. Now, you have choices. Leaving your knee behind, you could hit the back, or take him down and crack the head. Boom, right here, knock him out. There's also other ways of controlling the knife hand if you don't like the way he's still loose, his 1, 2. When you take him here, expand. So right here, it's still a break. His neck is here, and all you need to do is stretch him out more, and then break the arm. And also break the neck. Let me go ahead and show you this technique, even though we did it with a knife. Let me show you empty-handed. Now I'll keep the knife. I'll have Matt punch me. So when he's right here, it's still. Let me go ahead and slow it down a bit. When he throws the punch, I parry, turn the chin, check the lower spine, and push. Take him down. Try to use this as an anchor, so you can use so many things with this. You can hurry up and get into a wrist lock, go into a straight arm behind your shoulder, your both knees, weights down. He can't try to counter you, and if he does, drop the weight down more. Turn this more. A lot of people like to do eye jabs. There's some technique and some minute techniques that you could incorporate into this. Now the mentality is when it's even a straight line or even a slash, you're going to drop and torque your hips so the energy goes that way, palm up, and get him in this way. So Alan will come in, I go 1, 2. Now people say, do you want to use your fingers, open palm, fist? It doesn't really matter. I just like doing whatever feels correct at the time. If I want to get to the eye, maybe I want to go straight and go straight to the throat, or even with an over finger jabs, or even over palm to break the nose. So in these techniques, it doesn't matter what you use, but you got to remember it's going so fast that you have to have the reach. So Alan will come again. Okay, now let me get Alan to go full speed with me. If you notice, he still has the knife in his hand. Now, you've got a few choices. You can stay in the fight or take off. And my choice, if I don't have the knife controlled, I'd rather just take off. But if I can't run away from him, I've got to hurry up and stay in the fight. So, few options here. First one, when Alan comes in, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, take. Second option, 1, 2, go. This next technique, I call it the stand-up chokeout. So when Matt's coming with a slash at me, I'm going to come and parry the elbow, go into a hug. Again, the mentality of my wrist to my elbow is a stick. So I'm going to go across his throat, the side of his neck, grab my wrist, head to head so he can't headbutt me, and squeeze down. Okay. The only thing is, you can't hang around. Why? Because he could switch hands if he's still, let's say, conscious. So you don't want to give him time to think about anything. You want to hurry up, take him down, and then go control the knife hand. So this is how it looks. Once he comes in, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. You might have noticed he laid the knife right on my wrist. These things happen all the time. You got to expect him to flail. Once you go here, you take him down, boom, he's going to flail, so you have to control the knife hand. Look for it as fast as you can. When he does this, he's flailing, you can grab the wrist, go across his throat. That way, if he does, you can always sit over and choke him out this way. Okay, now we're going to go full speed with this. We're going to go after something really exciting right now. It's against the ice pick attack. Now, it's really intricate, so we're going to go break it down a little bit for you to a final finish. Then we'll go full speed. Now, Alan's going to attack me with an ice pick. I have two choices in how to catch this. I'm going to go for a double pass, which is first one's a parry, open-handed, and I'm going to bump with my forearm, this, and catch his wrist, and then anchor the bicep. The other way of catching it is I step out and go into a double grab. Now when you do a double grab, go palm up, palm down. Never the same side, palm down, palm down. Why? It's too easy to counter. You need something, again, right here, palm up, palm down. Now he'll try to counter it. He can't slap it away that easily. Okay. Now once I'm here, I'm going to push this knife hand in between his legs with my head right behind it. And I'm going to do a shoulder tuck and roll. So when I go down, my head goes down, my knee goes down, and I'm just going to go into a tuck and roll. Him over me. I roll up, and if you notice, what I'm cutting is the inside artery. Now I know his face is, it isn't a fatal one yet. It takes a while for him to bleed out. But once I slap the face, and I want control of him, I then sandwich his head here, pick up his arm from right here, and go into what is known as a chicken wing. So I've got control of a